it's over.
Oh my God!
There we go.
Today, we're back in Teardown with Jesse Gillette, and we're doing more NTSB investigations.
That's pretty cool that there's some nice detail here just hanging around rather than having just an airport. We got some more houses here, and it looks like... Oh my goodness, I heard something. And I saw your health bar decrease, so I'm assuming something catastrophic just occurred.
I lived. You're going to want to roll the trucks.
Holy cow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's not good.
The trucks are here.
Not good at all.
Or truck is here. Look at that. You can see the containment that they have for the water. All right, there we go. Looks like we got a good portion of the fire out. Wow. Okay, well, the wreckage is pretty catastrophic. Right on the DTSB property here. Not good. Oh my gosh. The tug or the luggage car got moved. Major damage to the hangar there, the cover for the fighter jets. And look at this. Oh my gosh. The plane crashed here and barely avoided the helicopter, which, since we have it, might as well get this thing in the air and look at the wreckage. Clearly, it looks like there was our first impact right there, because I can see a little bit of the navigation light. The airplane was definitely flying in from the direction of the helipad, and it's now facing the direction that it came in, so must have spiraled. I think the whole airplane is here, though. All right, let's land this. Good to at least get one aerial view of this thing.
Oh, man, you're a good pilot in this thing. Look at that.
Thank you very much. Might as well start marking this stuff out. So we've got our engine here. We've got our wing structure here. We have a surface area, or wing surface area. Main wreckage fuselage is right here. Tail section is here. Tail looks to be completely intact. The cockpit portion is here. I'll mark that really quick. Unfortunately, it does look like it took heavy damage on the crash. You can see the controls here. But, yeah, it looks like the whole airplane is here. The right engine, I presume this is the one, is here. And then the left engine is right there. We've already marked that. So the whole airplane is here. And what I'm noticing is this massive gash ripped straight in the side of the hangar, or the cover for the fighter jets. And I believe very strongly that that is a result of the right wing impacting the ground, scraping along the ground, getting a tad bit of air, and slamming straight into this wall. And it creates this massive gash. You can actually see parts of the wing here mixed with parts of the material that this wall is built out of. Actually broke through to the inside of it. Another thing that I'm noticing is, I believe this is the engine that we see here, the right engine hitting the ground, scraping up all of the pavement, colliding with the hangar, breaking off, and then bouncing back here while the rest of the wing sliced through and continued. Yeah, you can see where the wing and the vertical tail came crashing down. Now, we know how the plane crashed, or at least I think I know how the plane crashed. The question is why? Because if you look, there is no way that on a clear day, this plane was coming in for a landing, because it's very clearly marked the left and right side. And this plane, I don't know that part because the pilot would know, so I would have to guess that we have another disgruntled employee here that wanted to take out the DTSB. I think that's what this is about. The pilot was trying to hit the DTSB building. It's the only thing that makes sense here. The runway threshold, if they were coming in to land, it would be near the runway. This is nowhere near the runway.
Well, I can tell you it's not sabotage.
Interesting.
The airplane was, as you said, coming from the direction of the helipad here. They were going to do a flyby of the tower and the terminal. at a low altitude.
I see.
But before I took off, I put a plank over the left engine and caught it on fire. So it did damage to the left engine in the air. But as I got low, I don't know if it reduced the thrust on the left side or what. We made it roll more to the right. But it rolled over towards the right, like you said. It drugged the wing. It sliced it. And when it impacted the building, that's what broke it apart and spun it 180 degrees.
Holy cow. So
Yep.
at least my breakdown of the crash was
you were
accurate.
100%.
It's just why it got here was
Yes.
wrong. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't see any evidence of that fire, and I think it was so badly damaged that there's almost no evidence left of that engine fire. Yeah, you're going to need to roll the trucks right away.
Oh, no. We're rolling the trucks.
I'm about to.
All right. I'm bringing the tri-tip over now. This is not good. Oh, my God.
It's bad.
Oh, yeah. This is not good. This is going to be...
We're going to need multiple fire extinguishers on this thing right now.
Yep. We're here.
It crashed through the perimeter fence here, it looks like.
I don't think there's any survivors. Doesn't look like it.
I don't think so.
Yeah. This is a travesty right here.
Yeah, major incident has occurred here.
You hate to see it. We've been working on this fire all night long.
Yep, we're almost out. We almost got the last bit of fire. There it is. All right, fire is out.
Oh my God. Now we have to start piecing this whole thing together. This is going to be tough. All right. You got a difficult one for me, I can see.
It's going to take a little bit of investigative work, but I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
All right. Glad the skies have cleared up a little bit. I found an engine way over here. So the engine separated from the airplane quite early, it looks like. I'm going to have to get the steak dinner out and drive around. Well, we're looking for any sort of marks, which we have over here. Okay, this thing, we got damage over here, and it hit the fence right here. I'm thinking the engine might have fallen off the wing and struck right through here and cartwheeled to its spot, but it's really hard to say. That looks like part of the seat or the cockpit or something. I don't know. This is an interesting one. So I'm trying to do the four corners. We got one engine so far. We have a tail section. All right. Yeah, and it drug all the way over here, and I think it side skirted this way because here is the other piece. Is the other engine right here? It looks like
this engine is substantially more destroyed than the other one over there.
Yes. So this is what used to be the cockpit, and this is the fuselage here. Here's a wing right over here. Okay, so this is making sense. See the wing right here. Another piece of it over here in this fence, kind of. So this is the right wing attached to there. That is upside down, so that broke apart and rolled over. Interesting.
Yeah.
It rolled over on its side, and this right here is straight out this way. Let's see if there's anything out on the beach. Doesn't really look like a whole lot. Some pieces right here. Really hard to say what that is. But wreckage nonetheless. Something might have gone in the water too. No, that's the left engine. The right engine, I think, fell off the airplane. If it lost the right engine, it would have yawed to the right as that thrust on the left would have pushed it. So to me, if it was dragging the wing all the way in this way, I think it lost the left engine. The left engine separated from the airplane. It drug the wing all the way over here. And then as it went sideways, the right wing dug into the ground. That engine came apart. The tail section rolled over on its back. And then the rest of the airplane slid sideways and broke apart. That's my final assessment.
That's her final assessment. So what happened is close to that. There's a couple of little things that are off, that are different from the investigation. It was raining, it was nighttime, and it was a very, very botched approach. The pilot did not go around, landed on both of the tires. There was no engine strike or wing strike initially. It came across the runway, off the runway. The left engine broke free after impacting the ground, and then separated and slid to that barrier there. The rest of the plane began to disintegrate as the gear collapsed. It slid, began turning sideways, and then broke apart as it was beginning that sideways turn, and then landed in its final spot.
All right, so it skidded sideways and the wing or the tail section rolled over on its back.
Correct.
Okay. So the impact that we saw by the threshold of the runway, that was from the landing gear because it was too low.
Landing gear, correct. And the impact was so forceful, it actually dug into the pavement.
Yeah. Okay. So that's from the gear. That is not from the wing.
And you'll notice right here, if you look very carefully, you can actually see the rubber marks right here where the landing gear is, and it goes all the way back. And if you keep following this direction, you'll notice here's the marks again right here.
Yep.
And you can see it very clearly right here on the white marking here on the runway.
You can spin up the engines with the leaf blower. I see the DTSB is out doing training today. We have a F-16 going up, so nothing horrible is going to happen. Don't worry.
We are doing our daily rounds in the DTSB van. Looks like we got a dock over here. This is pretty cool looking.
Piper 27, yeah, we're looking for the option on on the runway there.
All right, well, it sounds like we got some air traffic popping over the radio there. Each of our DTSB vans are equipped with a scanner. Oh my gosh.
Going for a
Going
for a touch and go.
That was more than just a touch and go.
I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm taking this thing out of here. I had nothing to do with it.
There is a huge fire right now. I'm heading over to the scene. Oh my goodness.
Did you witness the crash?
Oh, I witnessed it. I saw it go down, and then he disappeared behind the tree line, and now there's a fireball here.
Yeah. We're rolling
All right,
trucks.
DTSB is on scene.
The porterhouse is en route.
Oh my goodness. I think I found part of the wreckage here. It's definitely out of place, putting the fire out. We got a brush fire happening from the fuel. Okay, well, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to look around here. It looks like we got a bit of the wing, or actually, this looks like the vertical stabilizer.
You might have to put this thing together.
And I know what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to go ahead and lease out a DTSB crane and get some of this wreckage moved over to the DTSB hangar. Just going to swing this over and hook onto there.
Very nicely
raise
done.
this up.
Wow. Oh, you can actually see the engine spinning back there, it looks like. It looks like it a little bit. Oh, don't lose pieces. Oh, that's not good. This could be a catastrophe. Oh, perfect.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay.
Nicely done.
Let me just go ahead and back this out. What it appears is they made first contact on the runway here. And, of course, when we saw the crash, the plane was clearly not on the runway. It was banked over to the right and diving. So it must have bounced, went into the air, and then struck the runway again. And that's where we find these pieces of metal and this very long gash right here. And I'll go ahead and mark that. So right from here all the way across to here. And I have a sneaking suspicion that this is either the right or left wing. Probably the right wing based on the way it was banking. You have pieces of metal here. And then the final wreckage. There's the burn area as well as where we found the main fuselage. And the physical evidence shows that we actually are missing the left and right wings of the fighter jet. We have the two tail pieces, and I'm just going to go ahead and put them over here. This is the back of the jet, and you can tell by the engines. And we'll just put this right over here. That's in. Oh, there we go. We got a big piece of metal here.
You found it.
This does appear to be a control surface. Or actually part of the wing. So from my investigation, I have to say that this airplane landed once, bounced, tipped over to one side, struck the ground, and began disintegrating, slid across the ground and impacted right here, and then the rest of the debris kind of got thrown over the fence. That's going to be my final determination of this crash.
Yeah, and I think you're pretty darn close. I was trying to do a touch and go, but I wouldn't really call it a touch and go. It went into the ground back there where the porterhouse is first and bounced up, like you said. It rolled over on the left side, I believe, and then it went straight in and cartwheeled into pieces. And I'm thinking some of the parts might have even made it to the ocean. I don't know.
Well, there's even
there
smaller
you go.
chunks out here in the grass, but the main wreckage really ended up right over here with the wings shredded and part of the tail shattered. So with that, are you ready to move on to the next one?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
So basically, with this challenge, we just have to survive. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm going to open this door.
So the challenge is to survive, and basically that's it. There's no other rules to it.
Yep. I'm going to be hanging out in my bedroom right now. It's kind of eerily quiet. Oh my God.
There we go.
Oh, shit. I'm running for
I don't know how you survived that.
Half a health. I had half health. I survived. Dude, I saw all the nitroglycerin attached to the nose of that airplane. That was ridiculous.
Well, I tried, and I clearly failed.
Yeah, well.
Okay, all right. See how it is. Let's see how it is. Yeah, your house is
There's an interesting...
cleaved in two here.
Yeah. I want to see what this looks like once it's cleaned up, because this is just terrible looking right now.
Yeah, there was a lot of accelerant
in
that.
Just a little accelerant.
Just a
possible
tad.
nitroglycerin. Oh my God, my whole kitchen's gone, dude. You know, once in, a DTSB, always in a DTSB.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, the investigation. Yeah.
There was
Not
a
sure what there is to
plane
investigate.
that came head on at my house with a bunch of nitroglycerin attached to the nose of it. It impacted, and I ran for my life to the woods as it fell apart in front of me, coming at me. Now, the flames did hit me, and it took my health down by half, but I was able to actually escape because the airplane stopped before it could just continue throwing fire at my direction. All right, I'm going into town. I got to pick up some more steaks.
We're going to need them.
Yeah, we're going to need them to put them on the grill. Oh, we got an airplane taxiing out. Should I hold short?
Nope, you're good.
We're good to cross. Okay, we're going to cross. We're going into town. I hear there's a motel to check out. Yeah, the Nova Motel.
It's the best motel in the island, or on the island.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got in here. Oh. Got a couple beds in here. Got a lamp. And a bathroom. With a toilet and a sink and a shower. All right, let's see how fast this thing goes. Oh, it's fast. This car's pretty quick.
Found a quick car over there.
Yep. This is a cool map. I do like it a lot.
Yeah, I did too. It actually has everything you need.
I just crashed the car like an idiot.
Ruined it.
Yeah, I kind of did. I might have to pull over and look at it here. I'm just over here by the approach lighting of the airport. It looks nice. All right, I'm gonna head back into town. Oh my God, the front end's just like falling apart. Oh, crashed.
The plane has gone down.
Uh-oh.
And you're gonna need a boat.
We're gonna need a boat?
You're gonna need a boat.
All right, I got a boat. I'm on the way. It's not a fast boat, but it's a boat. It'll get the job done. Okay, I think I see more stuff in the water over here floating about. Oh yeah, there's some stuff right here too. What in the heck is this? All right, grab that. There is not much of this airplane left out here, I'll tell you that. It's all small pieces.
Yeah.
Small pieces.
So what I want you to do is I want you to first recover the pieces you can, take them on board the research boat.
Yep.
Or the Coast Guard boat here, and we'll look at them, and I'll have you see what you could find out of them, and then we'll go for a dive down to the main wreckage. Do you know what this is?
No. Looks like a piece of the seat.
I'll give you a hint. That is a non-smoking sign.
Oh my God. This is crazy. Oh my God.
Just
look
don't
at
go
this.
too far down or it'd teleport you.
This is on the ocean floor. We've got a engine, a wing section here. The inside of the plane's pretty intact. Here is the cockpit upside down, and it's intact. Oh my God. Okay, I see this thing. This is a no smoking little thing here too. It's in the top. It's in the roof of the plane. I can see this one right here. So that's part of it. Okay. So it was upside down there. Yeah, you can see the whole nose section is perfectly fine. So this airplane broke apart in the middle, it looks like. I can see a bunch of burn marks on the back. Actually, it's towards the tail section. Towards the rear lavatory, it looks like. In here. Yeah, this is bad. I think it blew up. I think it was in the middle of the airplane because there's burns right here in the middle. I think there was a bomb in a lavatory that went off. And
so is that your final verdict?
That's my final verdict.
It was indeed an explosion in the airplane. It was forward of the bathroom in one of the seat areas. And basically there was a little fire that broke out, and the explosive went off and the plane broke and disintegrated. Yeah, it ended up rolling over and it exploded and went down, and here is what's left of it. I can go to the liquor store, or I could go to the kebab bar. I can go to the laundry store. I can break all the laundry machines as a classic prank.
Take off Clipper 27.
There we go. Just remodeling this thing up. Does sound like there's some air traffic happening. You might be able to actually see a plane take off here. This might be cool. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that.
Mayday, Clipper
cool.
127, Mayday. We've lost the right engine.
Uh-oh. There is something going on with that airplane that's problematic. Oh my gosh.
Mayday, we're gonna try to make it back.
Oh my gosh.
Clear to land, runway 31, Clipper 127.
Alright, well, their landing gear appears to be down. We can't quite get a good view here. I've got this fence in the way, but I can kind of see the airport. Let's see what happens here. It looks like this Air Force jet is trying to land or something. But they've definitely got a problem. Oh my gosh. I think they might be down. Holy cow. There's a huge fireball over there. All right, we gotta go.
I don't know how we survive these crashes. It makes no sense.
Don't know.
This one's gonna be a tough one for you.
Oh my goodness, there's a fire at the airport. You can see we got problems here. That's my parking job. Let's go on in. We're gonna go ahead and get this fire put out. It actually doesn't look like there's too much fire here. Maybe there wasn't a lot of fuel on board this Air Force jet, but yeah, it is down and heavily destroyed. Okay, we gotta get the NTSB van.
Oh, that thing is so good.
Oh, it's great.
That's the tri-tip.
It does appear we have some damage to the fence here. There's definitely a portion of the wing that landed here and kind of disintegrated. You can see some of the wing surfaces, these parts of the wing that actually control the aircraft's movement. The sand has been destroyed here, and then we can actually see the dirt underneath. So there was contact here. Looks like the lights are all intact here, so just missed the lights. Wow, this is a catastrophic crash. But one thing that is really popping out to me is there's a United plane here that's taken substantial damage. And this airplane was just sitting on the tarmac here, not doing anything. So either it got damaged from debris flying at it from the crash, or something else happened We know that the airplane took off from the airport, so there could have been damage done to that engine that we saw smoking earlier, and it ended up crashing as a result. We know they were having trouble and needed to land. Let's see, I think that it was the right engine that was damaged, but we still got to find the left engine. Oh, yikes. Looking underwater, I do see quite a lot of damage here. We see a wing surface, which has been sliced at the top and bottom. There's also some lights here that are usually at the end of the runway that did get damaged, and you can actually see where it got cut through there. Here's the engine. This is the left engine we were looking for. And you can see it is very badly destroyed, but it is here. I'm starting to think that this airplane was coming in for an emergency landing and was too low, maybe a loss of power, struck these lights at the end of the runway, and then rolled over and, well, it got destroyed here. But I want to make sure that that is the case. And we still need to figure out how that damage occurred on that United airplane sitting on the tarmac. The cockpit is here completely mangled. The actual floor of the cockpit is right here. You can see the cockpit door, but the rest of it completely gone and destroyed. We're not getting anything out of that. When I saw that plane flying, I noticed something off about the tail, and I think maybe the tail and the engine collided with a part of this airplane unknowingly. And when the airplane took off, all of a sudden it caught fire, the engine caught fire, and they needed to return, had too little power, and crashed. That's my guess.
Yeah, this airplane, Clipper, was taxiing out to the runway. The left wing clipped right underneath here and broke apart this, which removed part of that wing. And then as it turned out to the right, the left rear stabilizer got hit as well. That's where this damage right up here is from. On takeoff, that engine flamed out, and then they weren't getting a lot of lift. Took off, it got rocky, put the gear up, and then just came back around for an emergency landing. We were lined up decently. It struck the approach lighting by the ocean, so that was correct, as you saw, and that was parts of the wing and everything else there that you saw in the ground. And then it impacted into the fence and broke apart and spun around. The back part of it rolled over.
Wow. So very interesting. That was probably one of the most complicated ones we've done thus far, because if you look, I mean, that involved another aircraft on the tarmac.
So look up in front of you. You have damage over here, and this damage is not from the crash. This is from parts of the airplane falling off on its takeoff roll.
Interesting. Wow. Yeah, that involved a whole nother aircraft. That was probably one of the most complicated ones thus far. But
yeah, but you got it right.
Yeah.
You had a good eye on checking the ramp in the whole situation, because you saw the damage on that airplane, and it wasn't from, damage that hit it. It was from the cause of the crash, which you found. Right where I'm standing, this is part of the horizontal stabilizer off of that airplane.
Oh,
it
wow.
fell.
Holy cow.
So you can see this whole
hard
thing.
To tell.
Yeah, I know. But all this damage over here is all from this airplane.
Wow.
So there's a C-123 provider taking off.
Yep, we're going to be lifted off here for some training missions.
Oh, look at that. He's got his gear up. There he goes. That thing is slow. My Lord, dude.
Yeah, it's
I think
slow
this
airplane.
thing is faster than that. This little vehicle's faster than that. That's amazing. I love living on this island. It's the best thing in the world. Nothing's better than living here. Oh my God, it just hit the trees. Oh God. I witnessed the entire crash.
Well, in that case, I don't think there's much to investigate.
Not much to investigate there, but we're on the way. The DTSB's mobile unit is almost here. Oh yeah, there's the cockpit here. Okay, yeah. We saw this crash. We saw the whole thing. So, oh my God, there's both engines there. All right, got engine 1, engine 2. So both engines are here. Here's the fuselage. Here's the tail section back here. Right here's the tail section. And we have both engines here. And here is the front of the airplane. So basically, we have the entire airplane here.
Yes.
It struck the trees back
Yes.
there. And then upon striking the trees, it went into a stall, forward stall, and it fell all the way to the ground, hit the ground right here, pretty much where this water line is, impacted the ground right here. Both engines fell apart. That was attached to this middle piece right here. And then the tail section was back there in the back. And the front, I mean, it impacted, looks like right here, and went that direction and ended up right here.
Yeah.
Where we're looking. I mean, but I saw the crash. I didn't mean to, but I saw it.
Yeah, that was more so like an actual crash that I was not intending. I ended up not having enough speed to clear those trees, and it was doomed as soon as we struck those. It was a bad situation. Yeah, the plane just disintegrated when it hit the ground. So,
Yep, that makes sense. I'm dead.
Yep.
Hurt by cold water.
Oh, hello. There goes a helicopter taking off from the military part of the airport there. It's almost there. Yes. And that's what we do at the parking authority here at the airport.
Roll the trucks, roll the trucks.
Uh-oh. All right.
Roll the trucks.
Oh, I got a car. I'm heading over. Oh, fire. Big time fire here. Oh my gosh, this helicopter's burning up right now. There's a fire in the engine compartment. You can see it's all smoldering in there. It's orange.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to help you put it out.
Yeah, there's a big fire happening. Obviously, they were doing training missions with this thing earlier, and what I'm noticing is a ton of fire damage from inside the engine and the gearbox. Almost looks like maybe there was an oil leak of some kind, and it caught fire, and they landed here, and then as they landed, clearly the pilot was able to escape. We're gonna slice inside of it and get a cross-section so that I can actually see what the inside of the engine bay looks like. We're gonna need to kind of split it in two right down the center here. Let's go ahead and peel this piece off. All right, perfect.
Yep, that works.
Nice, let's take a look. Oh yeah, look at this. Lot of fire damage inside here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that there was a fire that started somewhere in this area, and I'm gonna spray it here. Fire that started somewhere in here, maybe during flight, maybe as they were landing, and it actually burned up into the cabin area, and the pilot was able to just escape, but it burned up there. And yeah, that's what happened. That's gonna be my verdict.
All right, so they were out doing training missions, doing auto rotations, actually. So they were doing auto rotations, and then whenever they were coming in for one of these auto rotations, they had a engine failure happen. The auto rotation happened, and then the helicopter just smashed into the ground. But the impact on the ground had the fuel tank on the the fuel tank area hit the ground and ruptured and caught on fire.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can see where it ruptured right down here.
Yep.
There's a big chunk taken out of it, and I guess that's where the fire started. That's why it was down here and it burned up. I thought that the actual engine or something down there caught fire while they were in the air and they had to make the emergency landing.
I can see what you were trying to do. You
ignore
blew
that.
up.
Ignore that.
You
ignore
blew
that.
Up a plane trying
that
to get
did
it
not
done.
happen.
No,
That was
it
a
didn't happen
completely
at all.
separate. That wasn't me. I dropped my entire life savings just for this one property. Oh my goodness. Well, you missed.
I missed. That's first attempt.
But I'm alive, and that's what matters. So things are good. Oh, what was that noise?
I died.
Oh my gosh!
I died instantly. But you survived.
I lived because this was my motel room.
Oh my, that's the one you chose.
Yes.
Oh God, I thought you were in this one.
Oh my goodness. It's over.
How did you live through that?
Right at my face.
God.
It appears that it had stopped right there.
The trip to the liquor store saved your life, dude. Just saying that.
Look, it cleaved my building in two. The laundromat is cleaved in two.
Yes. This is the laundromat that you were talking and boasting about.
Yes, because it's the only thing I had. Emphasis on had left.
The one time I actually, like, the nose of the plane stopped before it even touched you.
It was amazing.
You got great luck.
Yes, and by great luck, I've lost everything.
I gotta figure out how to make some money at the DTSB. I'm living in a car. Really sucks. Oh my God! You missed me completely.
How?
I was living in my car.
Oh my gosh, the bag into your car is hanging off.
I know. Not so easy now, is it? Oh, uh-huh. There it is.